Hey yo, Psycho Rico here. I'd like to welcome you to our new show, WTF Now Sports, with your hosts, King Scrap, Dok Lou, and Jeff Lipscomb. I was supposed to be a host on this show, but they didn't want to talk about wrestling, so they fired me. Apparently, wrestling's not a part of their sports show. Anyway, we hope you like the show. And without further ado, WTF Now Sports.
What do you think, sir? With that sorry Frisco 49ers hat on, what you got for me?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Fire today, bro. Fire.
Well, my straw hat brother. Um, College football season, it's gonna be kind of up and down, kind of weird because all the schools aren't playing. You know, um, I seen the top 25 come out, and Ohio State was like number 2 on it. But if they're not even playing this fall, how are they even in the top 25? So it's
Right.
kind of weird to me. And before I even my whole outtake on the season, I think for next season, none of those schools they play should even be in the top 25 at all. And I think it's going to hurt a lot of their recruits, from here on out. But the season, I think the championship is going to run through none other than the SEC again, because ain't nobody playing but the SEC and ACC and Big 12. So it's going to be between Alabama and LSU again. Whoever wins that matchup will play against Georgia in the SEC East.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't trust Georgia when it comes to playing in a conference championship game against Alabama or LSU. So I'm going to limb. I'm going to say LSU is going to go back to the national championship. And they're going to play my Florida State Seminoles. No, I'm just playing. I'll be too biased going to pick Florida State championship. I'm going to say it's going to be a rematch again, like the first 3 times LSU, Alabama. Alabama, Clemson is going to be LSU, Clemson again for the national championship, because I don't trust nobody in the Big 12 at all to do shit but throw a bunch of passes, and then when it matters, get beat.
That's understandable. I'm gonna go with Clemson. I think it's running through Clemson and Alabama. Pretty much the same thing. It's a pipeline. I just feel like with college football, I just don't think you can get past them. I'm going with Clemson just because they got Trevor Lawrence. He's the golden boy right now for NFL, just for not NFL, but future NFL. But that's sunshine from Remember the Titans.
Yes, that's his white ass.
Right.
Yeah. So I just feel like if they can get past the little snafu or whatever the coach said in the offseason, I think if the players locked in, it's either it's Clemson or I can't go against Clemson or Alabama for me personally. So I'm going with Clemson though.
Yeah, just like I'm jumping on the bandwagon too. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to bet against Clemson, and LSU and LSU gonna have to go through a quarterback change. So now that's somebody learning that offense. Or it's the backup. Is the what's that? I had to look up that their backup quarterback. I haven't since they don't know what's going on with the season. It's kind of hard to keep track. You know what I'm saying, of development of players and recruiting and all that. It's hard to place it. But I'm with you guys, man. I think it's Clemson, and I want Georgia to get there for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's the underdog in me, but I know they're not strong behind center to do. They're not strong enough. That's their weakness. If they had a strong quarterback behind center, they have good ones. They've had good ones. but not strong ones. Somebody that when they're down by 17 points, get on the field and rally them, get them sevens real quick. Get them, you know what I'm saying? They don't have that guy, where the coach don't have to call all the plays at the end of the game. He just, hey, go win this, and he go handle it. If they get one of those, then they get over the hump. Because like you say, Alabama is a factory.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They're a factory with that. So, that's when you play against them, that's just NFL quality offense and defense that you're playing against. So, yeah, I'm with you guys. I think it's Clemson, and for the fact that, LSU has lost their quarterback, I think Bama might take it. Well, Bama's going to be there, but Clemson's going to take it.
I got a question though.
Yeah.
First of all, your hat looks like a 2020 Jeepers Creepers new version.
That's the intent.
But no, if you had to, and both of you guys, if you had to pick a wild card, because that would enter the college football playoffs, because that's what we didn't do. We pretty much picked the national championship team, but it's 4 teams in the in the playoffs. Who do you think? Because every year it's a sleeper team that pretty much, if they don't get in there right there on the last day and they just lose, who would your sleeper pick be?
I think mine would be I would always go with either Oregon or Oklahoma. And the only reason I say that because college football is more offensive, it's more offensive. With Oklahoma, with Lincoln Riley and what he got going up there, and then with Oregon, they're gonna put up points.
Oregon's not playing, don't you?
God, see that's. I'ma just see that's. I know, man. Just Oklahoma then, and I'm not an Oklahoma fan.
I cannot stand the Big 12, bro. It's all hype and
I can't either.
All sauce, no flavor. You know what I'm saying?
But if you look over,
if you look over what's going on, and I'm gonna go with Oklahoma because I think it's gonna be somebody who can just put up points and put them up fast, and I think that of course, they quarterbacks roll through, so I'm gonna just go with Oklahoma.
Doc, because I got my pick, and I know neither one of y'all is thinking about this pick, but
yeah, I got a wild child pick too. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say, Washington out of the Pac-12.
Washington's not playing either, Doc.
Oh,
no Pac-12 football.
That is a flagrant foul right there, bro. Well, heck. I'm about to go with
fire.
Give me a list of who actually. Well, you can't give me a list of every team.
I know it's the ACC
because I don't know. I have a list of teams, but I don't know who's in, who's out.
Okay. I'm gonna get my. I got 2 picks just popped in my head.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know how one of them gonna make it. Somebody to suspend that one. I was going to say Notre Dame, but Notre Dame's playing a straight ACC schedule this year because they want to keep playing. So I'm gonna take them out.
Yeah.
That's not my number one pick, I would say. But I'm gonna take I'll probably say Oklahoma also coming out of the Big 12 because you can't trust Texas till they get their shit together. But my number one pick, I think, is gonna sneak in somehow, and I don't know how with those other 2, but there's a slight chance they could. Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin is coaching Ole Miss this year, and his sneaky ass. Can y'all hear me first and foremost?
Yeah.
Okay. Loud and clear.
His sneaky ass, ain't no telling what plays he might come up with. So I think Ole Miss might be a sleeper this year.
You may have a point because of the Oregons and them not playing. So I think it would be an easier road. You got a point with that.
I'm gonna have to roll. I'm gonna have to roll with y'all on that one too, because of the fact that everyone's not playing the split. Because especially that hurt, because that was the wild card team, the sneaky team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to go with OU because of what Jeff said, that high-powered offense. They can get on the board quickly. And it don't take a lot of plays. So it's hard to play catch up when you get the ball and you scoring, you know what I'm saying, in 30, 45 seconds you in the end zone and like, dang, did we just play defense? Fuck.
You wear the defense down.
And I agree with Ole Miss, regardless of how you feel about Lane Kiffin. If you bet your money on him, you're going to get money back. So, he did his due diligence, went, to South Florida, and look at what he did with them. And now he's with Ole Miss back in the SEC. That's another thorn in Saban's side now. Because now you got to deal with your guy over here in Georgia. Now you got to deal with Kiffin that was in your back pocket and pretty much designed your offense, because you ain't know nothing about high-powered offense before you got there.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Dok, straw hat.
Yes, sir.
The defensive coordinator for every team in the state of Florida. 2020 NFL season, give us your division winners. We're going to do division winners first. We're going to make it to the playoffs for everybody. Then we're going to break down the playoffs. We're going to do it like that. Your division winners.
All right, division winners in no particular order or favorite. We're just going to go down the roster. All right. The AFC North. I have, of course, Baltimore. The Baltimore Ravens are going to win that division because you got a brand new quarterback in Cincinnati, got an unproven quarterback in Cleveland, and Bike Rick is getting old in Pittsburgh. Now, defensively, all three teams but Cincinnati defense pretty good, but monstrous defense. That's why they're going to struggle. I mean, I believe in the young man straight out of LSU, but there's some defenses that he got to go up against. So yeah, AFC North is going to be Baltimore. All right, AFC East. Come on, bro. Cam, it's got to be the Patriots. And even though I disband, I'm still ride with the Jets. I do not like anything above the players. I just want to get that out there. I don't like nothing about the Jets.
So you don't support Woody Johnson, Donald Trump, love and racist ass?
I don't like nothing about the Jets above the players. That's it. It's a wrap. But they can't do nothing with Cam. I don't care. You got Cam and Josh McCown, bro. They got that. All right. AFC South, we all know. AFC South, I'm going with I want to go. I'm going with Houston. This might bite me, and this might bite me in the rear carcasses later. But I want to ride with Houston because I believe in Deshaun Watson. Tennessee's got the wave right now, but if they act together, man, I think Houston's gonna get that. All right, AFC West, Super Bowl champs, KC. All day, nothing else. Denver might improve. Raiders might improve. San Diego will definitely improve, but it's Denver all day.
Hold on. You said Houston for the AFC. You said Houston for the South, right?
AFC South, I'm going to run with Houston.
Okay.
Because we all know Phillip Rivers is just the plane trip to Hawaii away from calling it a day. He can't do nothing for the Colts. You know what I'm saying? Jacksonville is rebuilding. That's why I say, Tennessee has the wave, but I'm just going to go with Deshaun, man. I think he's going even though they did get rid of DeAndre Hopkins, you know, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get somebody in there or draft somebody. He can't do it by himself. I'm questionable on Bill O'Brien. That's 30-70 to me. 30% he's gonna succeed, 70 he's gonna fail. So,
That's a high
but
rate. You got faith in them, man.
I got faith in Deshaun. All right, where we at? NFC North?
No, you were on the West.
AFC West, that's a KC all day. You know, ain't nobody stopping that train. You know, that's over with. I think they got another one in them, but that's later on in the show. NFC North, Minnesota. NFC North is Minnesota all day.
Hold on. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, NFC
No,
North.
you gave you gave the East. I didn't have the East there. But hold on, before you go to the NFC, give me your 2 wild card picks. You know, it's 2 wild card picks.
The 2 wild cards in the AFC.
Actually, did they change the rules and add another? I think they added another playoff team this year.
Yeah, they did.
They did. So it's 3 playoff teams. Oh man! So give me your 3 playoff teams. In the AFC before you go.
Before I go to the NFC, give me my playoff teams.
Your 3 wild card teams.
My 3 wild card teams in the AFC. I'm gonna go with the Browns. I'm gonna go with the Browns in the North. The Browns, the Browns, the Bills. Yeah, I guess it's got to be Browns, Bills, and Titans wouldn't be wild card. They'll automatically get a spot.
Nah, you pick
because they both play in the same division. So it's going to have to be them 3: Browns, Bills, and Titans.
Okay. Before you go to your NFC, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Let me get your NFC pick.
NFC or AFC?
Oh yeah, AFC. You
All right,
right.
my bad.
You right about that.
All right, no. So I'm gonna follow the order he went in. AFC North, I have actually the Ravens as well. I got the Ravens for the NFC North, just because same formula. Lamar Jackson.
Hold on, people. I want y'all to know he was cheating because y'all see him typing everything else. He was typing those stats and everything.
No, I'm not typing. No, look. This is what it is. I got my notes right here.
Oh, look at that. See, you got notes.
But what I was doing is when you switched to the wild card, I needed to look for somebody real quick to see who was the quarterback. When you said pick 3 wild card teams, I was like,
oh shit, got him.
Curveball.
Let me get a roster real quick. But no, I got the Ravens just because same thing. Then you got Brown at receiver, then you got Ingram too. So I'm just and I think Lamar Jackson will improve. Let me see, second AFC East. I got the Patriots just until anybody out the East proves me otherwise. I'm like until somebody else wins, I'm gonna go with them. I think Belichick can find some ways to kind of rejuvenate Cam, and then if he's healthy, I think that's gonna be a problem because Belichick, smart as they are, they've never had that type of weapon. So I'm curious to see. AFC South third. I actually got the Colts, and this is why.
Old Man River.
Hey, listen. I think it's
the river.
Yeah, I just think it's a new setting. That's the only reason. I think he'll kind of go into it a little different. I just think when you've been in places as long as he's been, I think with a lot of us, if you've been at a job a long time, I think it's good for him. Then they still got T.Y. Hilton at receiver. I like Marlon Mack at running back. So I think I got the Colts. AFC West, it's the Chiefs, man. Like, unless something catastrophic happened, I don't really think I need to say too much on why. They like an all-star team, man. And then they're keeping their people happy though. They paying who they need to pay.
Ooh, yeah.
They keeping everybody they need to happy.
The whole team has sore calf muscles the whole year.
And they bench is probably they backups.
That's what I'm saying.
And they're gonna have turf toe.
but I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Wild card, real quick. I got the just no particular order: Texans, Bills, and Browns. So I think the Texans, because Deshaun Watson, I still think they're crazy for giving up probably the top 2 receiver in the league just because the coach doesn't like him. That's weird to me.
Yeah,
That's ego. That's ego over winning to me. Point blank. Period. And I feel like if you're a coach, you're not supposed to show that. You're not supposed to get rid of your best player because you don't like him.
right.
So I think you put your ego over everything else. Bills, I like what they're doing. They just a hungry team. They're gonna play hard. We got a Cowboy defect, Cole Beasley out there. I still got love for him though. It's all good. Even though you did talk, he talked about us when he left. It's cool. We know.
That's what
rightfully should.
No, I mean, no, because he said things that didn't make sense. Like the Bills have better facilities than the Cowboys, and we all know that.
We all know better than that.
Their facilities, we may not make sense, but the Bills does not have better facilities than Dallas.
You talk about Buffalo. Keep on talking about Buffalo. West Side Gunner and Conway and Billy Bush
shout out
show up at your door.
Shout out to Griselda. I do like Buffalo. So Benny the Butcher and all y'all, bro. Trust me. But and then the Browns. But that's what I got.
For me, for the AFC, I'm gonna try to go in the same order, even though I think I flip-flopped and missed the East pick what it was. For the North, I'm going for Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens to win that division. I think they have maybe a good 5-year window to do something. And I mean, keeping players around. And I want to see the Browns succeed. I've been watching Lamar since he was at Louisville. You know what I'm saying? So salute. The South. This pick is hard for me because I don't trust nothing about Bill O'Brien. Doc, you gave him 30%. That's why I said you got faith in him. I give him 10%.
Woo.
And that's being generous. Bill O'Brien you traded the DeAndre Hopkins for a how old running back making $13 million trying to reprove himself in the league. That's what you did to Deshaun Watson.
Right.
Because you ain't like.
And that's my key thing. It's the reason he did it.
Right. That's why it was hard for me to pick him. Offensive coordinator, but
I'm going to say Houston wins the division out of spite of Bill O'Brien. But I really hope they lose just so they can fire Bill O'Brien.
Right there with you.
But I got Houston winning the South. And it'll be by a slim margin, and it'll be by the team that's going to get the wild card spot later on out at that point, though. In the West, I got to say KC because, who else is going to challenge them? Even though I don't want to say KC, who's going to challenge Kansas City in the West? You know what I'm saying? Even though they cheated and won that Super Bowl, against my 49ers, they cheated. Y'all seen the plays. They cheated. That pass that Tyreek Hill caught when he was wide open and he came back. It was a Madden glitch going on. And he was running and he stopped. And then he just glided back in air and caught the ball and ran. It was a Madden glitch. You know what I'm saying? They cheated. They turned the AI up to 99 for him. That's how Kansas City won all those games. They was behind on every game there was in the playoffs. They came back. Cheat days. The East, until you beat the champ, it's the champ. Different quarterback, same outcome. New England Patriots gonna win the East. Until you prove me wrong, I ain't going against Belichick. I'll tell you later on who I am going against. But it ain't Belichick. My wild card. Tennessee Titans. I think they'll lose the South by 1 game to Houston. And and I can't trust Old Man River. I wanted to pick the Colts bad,
I like him.
but for some reason I can see Phillip Rivers throwing 47 interceptions. I just can't do it. The Bills, I think Buffalo will be the team to challenge for that division first, but I think Miami could be up and coming, just not this year. And as bad as I want to say the Browns, I can't trust Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham on the same team. It's like two drug addicts that quit, but you leave them alone in the house with the drugs. What they gonna do? Fuck up some shit. So I can't pick them. I'm gonna go with a sneak peek, and I'm gonna say that I don't even want to pick these fools because they move, but the Las Vegas Raiders. Shout out to Oakland.
Raiders, man.
Shout out to Oakland all day. Yeah, it's gonna be my sleeper pick. I think
Raiders.
John Gruden.
Sauce.
I think John Gruden go have Vegas in their first year. Get there, the momentum, and you gotta think about it. For me, I don't even feel like writing off Vegas. Think about the Rams when they went back to LA. Their momentum. I think their first year in Vegas, and they think they ain't got the pressure with hitting the home crowd because they ain't playing with no fans.
Yeah, that's true. It's straight football. You know, you have to factor that in, but you know.
All right, let's switch it up. NFC. Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Your picks for the NFC.
All right, so let's see.
Go on and get out of the way. Say your team first, because I already know they coming. Let's go write you down.
Nope, we saving them last. So I'm gonna do the NFC North first.
Okay.
So NFC North, I have the Vikings winning the NFC North. I just think it's just talent to me with them. Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, healthy, Kyle Rudolph, tight end.
You like that?
Yeah, but see, I think Kirk Cousins, he can get it. Playoff Kirk is different, but I think he can carry them through the regular season, especially in a good point you did point out, no crowd. So it's just football. So I think when he has no pressure, he put up great numbers. So I think
hold on. That ain't for everybody. Some teams gonna have crowds. The Raiders just announced they won't.
I don't think it's in a limited capacity though. I just think, and then with the rest of with the rest of the division, Packers, no. So I'm gonna go with Vikings. NFC West, I'm gonna go. My bad, scrap. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
What? This is a straight up hater, 100% hater. That's the side.
I'm not. Listen, this is me being unbiased as I can be, bro.
Nah,
like,
hold on,
Cardinals.
He hating.
Nah, I'm going.
He skipped past us and the Seahawks and the Rams and went to the Cardinals.
I did because this is why. I'm only saying that with I believe Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. I think that's fireworks. Defense, Patrick Peterson can stay healthy. He gonna carry that. I just think that's a tough division. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be honest. That's a hard division.
The hardest division in the league.
No, it is. I agree with you. It is. I'm just for some reason I'm going Cardinals. That's just me. Let me see. Next, the South. That's tough for me. I'm gonna go. That's the one, and I didn't even pick this one. I'm gonna go with the Bucs still. I think Tampa Bay, even though that's like the cliche answer, I don't really think the Saints can hold up. I'm gonna go with the Bucs. I just think they added a lot, and if they can put them pieces together, I think that's gonna be tough to beat. Even it's just what they added. They got a 2 tight end set that's phenomenal. They got receivers on the outside, phenomenal. They got Brady, phenomenal. Then they added Shady McCoy and Fournette. Like that alone is tough.
Did you just say Brady phenomenal?
Phenomenal.
Tom Brady?
What the
I
hell
gotta
he
give
do?
him that Brady the
Hold
GOAT,
up.
man.
Tom
What
Brady.
did Tom Brady do last year?
He's
Take
GOAT.
the name off the jersey like my boy Shannon Sharp say. Tom Brady was not phenomenal.
They all fall, bro.
But with
They all
I
fall.
know
Get up.
because this is the thing. You can't expect him to carry a team like he used to. But you put him around what he has in Tampa Bay. What receiver did he have last year?
He ain't never had a receiver since Randy Moss.
But still, he had Gronk, a healthy Gronk on the outside. He
Gronk been
covered
healthy. Gronk ain't been healthy in 15 years, and he only played 10.
But do you see the talent that they surrounded this man with? You got one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. You surround him with young talent. You can't tell me.
No way, no how.
Well, they got a lot of talent, man. So I'm going with them. Let's go to the East. Of course, I'm going with the Cowboys.
Yeah, we already knew that was coming in, bro.
I mean, I just the East is not a good division. That's just being honest. It's not a good division.
That's the sad part. They ain't gonna win that. Oh, my bad. Okay.
The East is. I'm just marking out the competition.
And then your wild card.
And if you look at it, that's it. Wild cards for the East, I have. Wild cards for the NFC. I got the Bears, 49ers.
Oh, we get a wild card though.
And then I got the Seahawks.
You got 3 teams coming out. What? Okay. Doc, you seen that hate? He ain't want to give us the crown, so he just put us on the wild card. I told you he was hating.
Now, listen, I'm going by strictly just what I think. It's not hating on the 49ers. I just don't think that they can compete this year, man. I'm sorry.
But y'all can. Oh well,
yeah.
You know what?
Look what division we are in.
Oh now, yeah, you're right about that. You play the Washington football team. Who are they?
That's what I'm saying. And then the Giants are going to be trash forever, and the Eagles are going to be trash forever. And Washington they don't even have a name.
Didn't the Eagles win a division last year?
I'm talking about this year.
Oh. Okay.
That's my squads.
All right. 1996. Doc, your picks.
All right. Dok Lou's NFC division picks. And I'm just going to go in the order that it's on my screen. Mind you, I only have the teams on my screen. I'm just going off of what I know. All right, bet. NFC North. Like my man, Vikings. It's not get it twisted. Now, Aaron Rodgers is mad. Mad Aaron Rodgers is dangerous Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers don't have the talent. Vikings got the talent. And they just signed the defensive, the linebacker. I can't say his last name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Akun.
Anyway, I can't say it either.
Akun? Oh, why you gotta be Akun, man?
I didn't say Akun.
Oh, you did. You just said it again.
Yeah, I was saying to say what I didn't say.
Oh, okay.
I was saying it to say what I didn't say when I said it earlier. But anyway, all right, NFC North, Vikings, talent. All right. NFC East, Cowboys. I mean, to me, I think Carson Wentz is a great quarterback, but he gets too much hype. Too much hype.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy, then I'll ride with Philly if he can stay healthy, but I can't. Dak can stay healthy. So Dallas for NFC East. NFC South, New Orleans. Somebody called me biased because, yes, I'm a Saints fan, but we got Teddy in Carolina, new offense, great offensive mind, but it's Teddy. You 4-6 them is over with because you ain't and you ain't getting them to the back.
Oh, you said who in the South?
Keep them in his window.
Who you got?
He said the Saints.
Okay.
Saints.
All right.
Because you got Teddy in Carolina, new quarterback, new system. Brady in Tampa Bay, a lot of talent, but got to have continuity. I know a lot of the youngsters.
62 years old.
Youngsters are falling under Brady like they should, but it's that other talent they bringing in. They all got to get it together. And, NFC South is too unpredictable for you to try to figure it out. Because you got the sneaky teams like Carolina and Atlanta. But, yeah, NFC South Saints. Atlanta trying to find their identity, and Carolina new quarterback. NFC West, I got to go with the Niners. They've been to the dance just like KC. They went to the dance, Seattle's on them. I love the momentum that Phoenix has now, but right now they got to go through them. Got to go through them to get it. I voted for the 49ers and Jeff left us, man.
You see what happened?
Nah.
Don't you be hating.
I don't want no more. But for that reason, because they on top of the hill, everybody climbing up the hill. Even Seattle, they trying to convince themselves that they still got their drive. They talking too much. That's why that's what scares me about Seattle. Now I got confidence in Russell Wilson, but they're doing a little bit too much work, too much talking going on. They scare me. But they on the top of the ground. Rams fought. They failed, bro. They failed. They're going on the other side of the hill right now until they bring something in there to shake it up. So there you have it. You have the Vikings, the Cowboys, the Saints, and the 49ers. My wild card teams are Green Bay, because I'll take Aaron Rodgers over Mitch Trubisky and a defensive lineman. I'll take Aaron over that.
His name is now Mitch Trubisky.
And what is that?
Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky. We'll hyphen it out. Rico, hyphen that out for us so we can get the correct spelling, please. All right. Yeah. Green Bay out of the north. Out the east, Philly. New York, dumpster fire. And it's going to take Ron more than one season to get that Washington, whatever that is. It's going to take him more than one season to get that right. Even though they got Chase Young and hopefully the Hastings can contribute something. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they can get them to Chase. They ain't got to worry about what is that quarterback. Hopefully he can get somebody in there to get him going. The South, I want to. It's hard, man, because Brady the GOAT, you can't sleep on Teddy when he's on it, and you don't know what Atlanta Falcons team you gonna get. So just for the fact that they still got their quarterback there, I'm gonna pick. God, bro, I'm gonna have to go with Tampa Bay. I want to pick Atlanta because their quarterback's there. But it's Matt Ryan, it's Dan Quinn again, right? Do they got a new coach or something now? Is it still Dan Quinn? He got another year, right?
Yeah, I want to say yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I got to go to the Bucks because Ryan's been there, Brady's been there, and plus their coach. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, NFC West wild card. I'm going with the Cardinals for the wild card. I just don't have the confidence in the Seahawks no more.
Doc.
Huh?
Oh, you out of
It was only 3 teams?
Yeah.
All right, well, there you go. You got the Bucks, Eagles, Packers.
Okay. What, Jeff, what type of voodoo you over there doing? You spinning the camera around and you trying to take
the win of division.
Yeah, you know.
Gotta make that's a new effect.
I put them all in the bizarro world. You know what I'm saying? Upside down.
All right. NFC North.
he got that pencil like he really doing some work over there, Jeff.
I'm gonna
We ain't seen
step
that
out.
pencil the whole episode. But now it's time to make the picks. Now we see the pencil like it's some real research going on over there.
Pencil
Come
that
on,
the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
that's your domino skulls from last week.
I'm going on a limb, and because I'm gonna pick this team for the North, the Chicago Bears to win. Because keep in mind, Mitchell Trubisky probably ain't gonna be starting. They did make a trade for a quarterback
Yeah.
that won a Super Bowl that might play better in that that system than Trubisky's. So I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I think they gonna edge it out because of their defense and a quarterback that can actually manage the system for. Because Trubisky, he remind me of Tim. Sit your ass on the couch. Tim Couch back in the day.
So the backup quarterback can handle Minnesota's D?
Yeah.
He can handle that secondary?
Because he's won a Super Bowl and he beat y'all GOAT in the Super Bowl.
Nah, his receiver beat us in
No,
playoffs.
he beat him because he had to throw the ball.
The receiver beat him because the quarterback didn't know what the hell he was got. He
beat him. He beat him because look how many yards he threw for. And did he win the MVP? I think he was the MVP of the game.
Push back on the pass and pull in the future.
In the West, you know the best. Hating ass Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm not even hating, man.
Talk about Arizona. Me and Kyler Murray the same height. We can't see over those 6'4" dudes trying to throw. He look like this when he throw the ball. Did the catch?
You run around it. He scramble to where it's open, and then you throw that some gun 70 yards.
He gonna see DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, he gonna see him all right.
That's all he need to see.
You gonna see him all right. In the South, N.O. the New Orleans Saints taking the South. In the East,
I ain't right with Breeze yet though, but
in the East ain't no beast. Ain't no beast in the East. So I'm gonna take the team that's really on the East in the East. Fly, Eagle fly. Eagle fly.
And why is that, sir? Why Philadelphia?
Because I just think they're gonna be a better team. And now this is if they stay healthy. Philly wasn't healthy at all last year and still won the division. And I know y'all want to blame Jason Garrett. But the one thing that has remained since 1996 is what? Jason Garrett wasn't coaching the team all those years.
Sure.
I know a few coaches been there and still been doing the same thing. So I'm going to take the fly, Eagle fly. It damn sure wouldn't be to watch the football team because what is your logo? And the Giants, well, we'll just say this. My wild card teams, I will say that these sorry bastards get in the wild card and say the Dallas football team. This is the wild card.
Oh, man.
The Seattle Hawks get into the football team. The football team, the playoffs. And the Minnesota Vikings get into the playoffs. And as you can see, I left Tampa Bay off. I don't buy this whole Tom Brady and all this. I don't see it being no Peyton Manning going to Denver thing. They load the team up. I just see something going wrong in it, you know. And if it wasn't me feeling like something's gonna happen, I would put Brady in the playoffs. But I think something will go wrong.
My thing, they were
Now,
decent
fellas,
last year. And Jameis threw
yeah,
30 interceptions. He
with
threw,
30 touchdowns. He was the
but he
first 30
threw,
for 30.
but he threw 30, and they were still hanging on. Now, if you drop the 30
Hey,
down to at
hey,
least 15,
so why he threw 30? What have you been taught your whole life, Jeff? It's better to give than receive. Jameis was a giver. That's all.
But don't sleep
All
on
right,
Teddy though, bro. Don't sleep on Teddy. I ain't sleeping on Teddy, but I don't think they're gonna
it
get
ain't Teddy. I don't trust Teddy coach.
Huh?
I don't trust Teddy coach.
Me, I don't trust past 40 yards, but don't sleep
Matt
on
Matt Rule. All right, Jeff. Out of all your picks, look at your
Mhm.
picks.
Yes, sir.
Who you see making it to the Super Bowl?
At the
You already know
AFC,
who you gonna pick.
at the AFC, and at the AFC, I got the Chiefs just because I think with them, for some reason, I don't think that Super Bowl hangover gonna kick in with them. I don't know. I just think they got a different group of type of men. You know what I mean? Like I think they coach keeping them in check, and I think people like Kelsey, Travis Kelsey. I think people like Mahomes. I just think I think they're really trying to build a dynasty. So I think they know they're gonna come back even hungrier this year. That's just my opinion. Just watching them play, I just really think that they out to prove a point that they that you got to go through them. NFC, man, I'm gonna be honest. Out of the NFC, and it hurts me to say this, but for some reason this year, I really think the Vikings are going to make it to the Super Bowl. I do. I think the Vikings gonna make it to the Super Bowl. So I got the Chiefs, I got the Vikings, and I got a repeat. I'm just saying, you can't say I'm biased because I didn't even pick my team.
That's
But
true.
we know who you gonna pick.
This man said the Vikings.
But can you say I'm
Kirk
biased
Cousins.
though? All right.
Hey, no. Hey, you ain't biased. I can't say you biased anymore.
I didn't even pick my team because I'm not looking at this football season like it's a regular football season. It's not. I'm going into everything that can happen this year. I just think, for some reason, I think they're gonna make it. The defense is solid every year. I just think they're gonna put it together. So I got them, and then I got the Chiefs just going. They running it back to me.
If the Vikings go to the Super Bowl, this was a true 2020.
Stranger things have happened.
Mm.
Oh yes, the Chiefs won the goddamn Super Bowl.
See,
I don't need 2021 going off any crazy.
that's who I got, man. That's the football season.
All right, Doc, who you got?
All right, who I got going to the Super Bowl? Out of the AFC, I think it's going to be out of Lamar and KC again. KC going to get it. They're going back. The momentum's there. NFC, and I know it sounds biased, is as all get out.
Go to Saints.
I got to roll with the Saints for the simple fact that, Drew Brees last season, he's going all out. We got E. Sanders that's going to help the receiving core. And we got rid of Eli Apple, so that's points off the board for the other team. And he already done pissed people off with making, I'm talking about the quarterback. He had already pissed people off by making, stupid statements he wasn't supposed to say in the public. He had to apologize for that, so he got to make it right. So all of the glue, and then you got Brady coming in, in his division. Then you got Teddy that played with him. And then we got Cyclops and Taysom Hill fighting for the backup job. I do believe that Jameis is going to win that job, though. but that's besides the point. But I do think it's gonna be Saints, Chiefs, and we'll get to who wins the Super Bowl then. I got to see how it all builds up. It's the story.
we making those picks very
story
soon.
that builds up. It's the story.
Now we gotta look at these picks today, and then look back on these and laugh.
Yeah. And laugh in victory. You got a Saints Chiefs Super Bowl.
Oh, my bad.
And you got a Saints Chiefs Super Bowl, and you got a toss up on the winner.
Oh, we got a Chiefs Minnesota Super Bowl. Well, for me, I'm gonna have maybe the Chiefs and Ravens in the AFC Conference Championship game, but I got a different outcome. I got Baltimore winning. For the simple fact that Jim Harbaugh ass might be getting fired.
I don't know, G. I don't know, G.
I think so. I think you know how these teams do. We got a young quarterback. We think he might need a different voice, and we need to get it pushed on hump. You know. So I think I take it back. If they don't get past the first playoff game, then I think he'll be gone. Yeah. He might survive, make it to the conference championship.
Yep.
I kind of wanted to put Houston in the conference championship, but Bill O'Brien is their coach and GM, so I mean, I kind of can't put him there. And Jeff said I was gonna be biased. We thought I was gonna be biased. I don't know why you think I would be biased and pick San Francisco. I ain't gonna never be biased. I'm just gonna go with what I think is gonna happen. And the Baltimore Ravens this year, Super Bowl, will be playing the San Francisco 49ers in a rematch. Now, I will say, if we don't get our receivers together, then that shit ain't gonna happen, and we might not even make the playoffs. That's my X factor for my team, is who gonna be catching the ball, because we kind of banged up right now already in receiver. But as it stands right now, I got them grinding and ready, and I think the only team that can actually stop them is their arch nemesis, the fucking Seattle Seahawks.
I don't think they got the juice this year, G.
I
don't think Seattle got the juice to take on the Niners. Niners too young, bro.
They don't, but
They don't,
but every time I try to bet against goddamn Russell Wilson, them damn Seahawks, they made me lose my money. So
he kills my motherfucking betting. He kills it, bro.
But I think it's tough this year though, because I don't think Seattle is really getting better. They just lean on him. Everybody else is always getting better. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like he can do it, but you asking him
what you putting around him.
Right. And you asking him to every year elevate, but you have teams getting better. You just asking this one guy, hey, year after year, keep doing it. I think it's tough, man. I think it's tough. But like you said, it's hard to bet against them though.
Well, I started off my Super Bowl champions, you already know. No 49ers. I think we're going to get Baltimore. We lost to Baltimore last season in the regular season, so I think we're going to get this time. I think, and then we owe them for the cheating that happened a couple of years ago that Cap threw the pass, the Crabtree, and it was passing the fence, but they didn't call passing the fence. I never cried about that. Doc, no, I never complained one minute saying that they did this and they did that. No, he lost. But it was passing the fence, and I think we get our revenge. It only fits right to put, everything back in balance of order for 2021. Because when we lost the Chiefs, that just threw everything off. Everything was just thrown off after that.
Yep. And see, that's the same argument I make for the LA Ram push off.
Oh no, that was real blatant. Known.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know
that was like a armed robbery taking place in
Right,
broad daylight with 15 police looking at the armed robbery.
bro, and didn't nobody, and I don't see no armed robbery.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. I still don't know how that happened.
But yeah, but I feel like that Ravens San Francisco Super Bowl is going to be after this season. That's what I think. After this season, you're going to get that Ravens 49ers Super Bowl, and 49ers are going to win it.
Well, who winning your Super Bowl this year out of KC and New Orleans?
It's toss up. It's going to be probably a 1 to 3 point victory for the Saints. And if they go and lay it's either the Saints are going to win by a few, or Kansas City going to blow them out the water. You know, those are the extremes for me. If the Saints win, it's going to be by a little. If KC wins, it's going to be by 20 or better.
Jeff, who you got? Kansas City, Minnesota. Matter of fact, wasn't that a real Super Bowl? That was like the second Super Bowl.
That was
the second. Oh, bro, that was the first Super Bowl the Chiefs ever won.
Yeah, they won potato skin sacks for helmets.
for real. I'm going with Kansas City again. I got them running it back.
You got to buy how many they gonna win, bro?
How many?
Yeah.
Under 7. I'm gonna take under 7.
Well, there we go, y'all, with
Yeah, I'm gonna go under 7.
our football outtakes. Real quick rundown. NBA playoffs. Who y'all got?
I'm going for the finals. I got the Heat and the Lakers. Yeah, I got the Heat and the Lakers. I really think the Heat, man. I love the way they play. It's carefree. They gonna play defense, and
Or Jimmy Butler go beat your ass up.
and see, that's what I'm. But the thing, like you just said, he put his imprint on them younger guys, like the Tyler Hero, 20 years old, but they played. There's no fear. I'm going Heat Lakers. I'm gonna go LeBron, man. I'm gonna go Lakers for the
LeBron get
championship.
number 4.
Yeah, I just think he's gonna keep elevating. I think he knows how important this is, and I think at this point of his career, I really think he's just playing for legacy. Like he's really playing for his legacy, and I think he's just pacing himself, and he's just gonna pick it up, and then I think they'll wrap it up. So I got Heat and Lakers in the finals. I got the Lakers probably 4-2.
Doc, who you got?
Man, it sucks. No, it don't suck. It's the same. It's the same.
Heat Lakers.
I got Lakers, and I got the Heat. You know, and the reason why I say it is because especially if they beat Milwaukee, you know, if they like beat them, like if that's if that's the last game the Bucks won, Heat are going to the championship. Because I don't feel like the other teams are strong enough. The only problem they're going to run into is Toronto, but I think they got a little bit more than Toronto can hand them now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm the same. Heat Lakers. If the Heat beat the Bucks, if that was the last Milwaukee Bucks game in this series, is Heat Lakers. If they let the Milwaukee Bucks win, they're going to come back, and then it's going to be Bucks Lakers, and Lakers going to sweep.
For me, well, I'm gonna start off with I think the Lakers gonna be Houston. I'm gonna say in 6. I think they'll be the Clippers in 7. And out east, the Bucks going home. I think Boston gonna beat the Heat in 6.
That's a
Like,
scary match for me.
I think
That was on
Boston.
my mind. That was on my mind. It's like, well, Boston kind of they the sleeper team.
I think those Celtics are more of a put together team than the Heat is, and that Celtics team been there, except for Kemba. You throw Kemba in there, Kemba fits better than Kyrie fit playing that team because Kemba's
I've
a
been
team
saying
player.
that. I've always said that.
Yeah. I mean, look at Kyrie when he would go before LeBron got there in Cleveland. Nothing. The Celtics were doing good, and you throw Kyrie in there, and what they do, he in New Jersey, and he get hurt, and I mean Brooklyn, and they start playing better when he hurt. And I think Lakers Boston will be the matchup, and I think the Lakers win that series. I'll say 6.
Lakers, Boston.
I don't think.
Good pick. That's a good pick.
I don't think Boston will be good enough for LeBron, and I think LeBron will do them like he did when he was in the East. Which brings me to Paul Pierce hating on LeBron. I don't. Let me ask y'all the question. Off the top of your head, what was Paul Pierce doing before Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen showed up in Boston?
He was losing.
Nothing.
He was losing.
Yeah.
To Chicago and Detroit. To Chicago and the rebuilding Detroit Pistons.
And it's just the fact that he was never going to be the player that could carry a team by himself.
No.
Paul Pierce, he was never going to be that.
Although he talks like he has that capability, but he doesn't. He's a great player, but he's going to always have to have somebody with him for him to do what he needs to do. He can't do it by himself. None of them can do it by themselves, but he can't get them 15 straight buckets like the ones that are wearing the rings can. And he got a ring, but I'm just saying how
I got some stats
by
for you.
himself he can't do it.
Right.
Or he wasn't able to keep them a you know what I'm trying to say.
Here go some stats for you.
Yeah, trying to keep it interesting.
Playoffs. Paul Pierce, 159 starts, 87 wins, 83 losses, 24 double-doubles, 1 triple-double. That's his stats. LeBron James, his playoff stats. 246 starts, 161 wins, 85 losses, 117 double-doubles, and 25 triple-doubles. Paul, why are you hating on LeBron? LeBron nickname should be the truth over you, honestly. And don't get me wrong, Paul Pierce was a good player.
Yeah.
In my eyes, Paul Pierce was never a superstar. When we talk about stars and superstars, Paul Pierce was a star. He never was a superstar in my eyes.
Right.
But he keep on throwing shots at LeBron. I'm like, come on, man.
But I think it's so much easier, especially now, for him to do, because this is my only thing with a few of the NBA players. Once they get into their commentating role, they, for some reason, it's like more of their egos take over after they're playing.
Yeah.
You couldn't compete with LeBron while you were on the court, like, ever. Like, and I've been watching Paul Pierce since he was at Kansas.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I know, you know what I mean? Like, and I just don't like how now it's like you're not playing. There's no comparison. At the end, that's just me, period. There's no comparison ever. Like you said, Scrap, like, he was a star. He was never going to elevate. Paul Pierce would never be LeBron, KD, Steph. He was a good star, but he would never be a superstar.
He would be KG.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? KG was a superstar. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, y'all beat LeBron. Look at y'all team that you had against LeBron's team when he was in Cleveland. And then he go to Miami, and then y'all get mad because he came with the even playing field. And came
And you
busted
came
y'all
with
hands up.
yeah, and that's when KD and Rondo that's when they was in their primes. You got to think about the KG. My bad. Yeah, you got to think about the KG and
Ray
Rondo
Allen.
and Ray Allen that was in Boston. These
So
were
just
people
think
in their
about right, and
prime.
that's three out the roof basketball IQs. You know what I'm saying? With Rondo, Allen, and KG. Both of them had they basketball IQs up there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, let's give a quick outlook. What y'all think gonna happen for the 2021 NBA season? Because we get KD back, we get Clay back, Steph be back. It'd be on an even playing field, you know. And for me, I mean, you know, I ain't never biased at all. You know what I'm saying? But
they in that draft too. But it's hard to predict players coming out of the draft though. You know, it's hard to predict who's gonna be better at what based off of the college play. But I know Golden State's they on a couple pieces away. I don't know with that Brooklyn thing. Steve Nash, new coach. I don't know about that. It depends on where Giannis goes after this debacle.
well, you know the rumor is that he wants to go to Golden State.
But really, I figured he wanted to go play with his brother.
And the rumor is.
Say it again, Scrap. Your audio went out. Say it again. Your audio went out.
You hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. They were saying that should Golden State package that second overall pick and Draymond Green and send him Milwaukee for Giannis. And I'm like, I don't want to see it happen though. I'd rather see them build that bench back up. Because keep in mind, this is the same team, pretty much minus Andre Iguodala and Sean Livingston, that went to the finals without KD.
Yeah. Wiggins there now too, right?
Yeah. Wiggins there too.
You know, build that bench up. You know, get that bench together. Your team will be back, and let's go play ball.
You know what, too, though? Much as I mean, and Scrap, I'm with you too, because I'm a Warrior fan. I'm a Laker Warrior fan. Warriors, it's just the draft. I don't really know who's coming out of that draft. I'm just be honest.
Right.
I think it's all I know is I know a few players, but I don't know if it's strong enough to make an impact. But like you said, the Warriors don't need much. If they get one little piece, they back and running. And I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not a Dallas Maverick fan, but I think they one piece away. If Porzingis can stay healthy, I think they one little piece away from really kind of making noise.
That would be the Clippers this year if Porzingis was healthy.
But picture if they just had just something else, and what that something is, I'm maybe a perimeter defender, somebody who can get up and down and run with them too. But if they get one more piece, and I'm not a Mavericks fan at all, but like if they get one more piece, they'll be solid.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm right there with y'all. You know, go to State rebuild that bench. It's a wrap. I think this LeBron thing has got this broke season. He's gonna get his chip, and that's gonna be it. I ain't gonna say that's it for LeBron, the player, but as far as like the chips, I think this is it. I think we can't sleep on Kawhi and them Clips either. I think after this one, I think that's when they gonna do their thing. But can they hold all that team together though? Yeah. It's a lot of money, ain't it?
Yeah.
I think they could do. I mean, it's gonna be their role players that they're gonna be able to hold. Because you think a lot of teams have 3 superstars on their max contracts. They got 2, so it's gonna be the bench they keep around them, because they got some players on their bench that they could be starting for some teams.
Right. Because if the Lakers didn't have LeBron, they'll be rebuilding. Even if they had AD, they'll be rebuilding because the nucleus of the team.
And Avery
I'm saying,
Bradley.
Bron, AD,
Yeah.
and and a couple of Avery Bradley, a couple of hurt guys, but we need some. They need some legs. They need some players.
I just got one question for y'all, like real quick. My last question with this is, what if the Lakers get one more player? Where do you think they sit if they add another piece with LeBron and AD next year?
I think as long as LeBron playing,
You think they good?
got a chance.
Yeah,
The Lakers
if
got a chance.
if they're able to squeeze one more,
I mean just like one more piece in. You know what I mean? Like I think.
I think they'll be able to contend. I don't think it's gonna be easy like the East when he was walking through the East.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's never gonna be easy because you still got Denver and Utah to look out for.
Yeah,
the Clippers, the Warriors, and I ain't gonna sleep on Pop. The Spurs draft, and they play. You got Dallas, Portland. You know what I'm
the
saying?
West is tough.
Yeah,
it's hard.
So it's not gonna be no cakewalk. So,
Yeah.
but all right, y'all. This their first Epedition.
First Epedition.
Sounds like 2020.
The first
edition
epidemic.
of What the Fuck Now Sports, where we learned that Jeff was a big hater when it came to the football season. Dok coaches every team in the state of Florida on the defensive side of football.
Total line, boy. Total line.
We'll get at y'all when we get at y'all with some more sports topics for y'all. And we had to fire Rico because we want to talk about wrestling a bit. But we at where we at, and we be where we be. And Rico, he coming off the steel cage with one of these. Holla at you.
Total line.